Right, so I want to show you something here with this deck of cards, Chloe. Do you believe in free will?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the idea that decisions you make are your own and nothing's laid out in front of you, you can't be influenced in any way. I'm going to show you the cards here. I'm going to show you, actually, I'm going to show you the backs only for a moment because one of the backs I've changed in a certain way, and hopefully I'll get to show you in which way it's been changed a bit later on, but I will show you through all the faces, and I do want you to have a good look there and see if you can see any kind of pattern. I mean, they're not in, they are genuinely random in a random order, right? You don't see any repeating colours or blocks of cards the same. It's a random order, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, it appears to be random, but because I knew I was going to be doing this trick for you, I've actually positioned 3 cards specifically in this pack.
Okay.
Other than that, the other cards are in random order, but there are 3 very important cards, and hopefully, if all goes well, we'll get to find out what they are. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do first. I'm going to deal through the cards one at a time, just like this, and any time you like, I want you just to say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Now here's the thing, had you have let me deal one more card, we would have had this ace. That's just the number 1, right? That's a different number from 10. It's well worth noticing. 2 cards more, you would have had this queen. You stopped on the 10. Of course, 1 card before, you would have had this 5. And so, had you chosen a different time to say stop, the outcome of what happens next would have been completely different, right? Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll use the 10. This will be our first card. We'll use the 10 to find the second card in a random fashion. So as it's a 10, we'll deal a pile of 10 cards, and we can then face up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So the next card we get here is a 4. And 1, 2, so we'll deal a pile of 4 cards to see what we end up with just here. Okay, so we've ended up on the 10 of hearts, alright? And I said I had positioned 3 cards specifically, right? And now we have 3 cards in front of us. You could have clearly if you had chosen different cards, we would have had a different outcome. You know, had the first card you stopped on would have ended up maybe on one of these cards, which would have led to a different card here. And so you appreciate just how random everything has been so far. Here's the interesting point. We ended up on the 10 of hearts, and I told you I positioned 3 cards, and these are the 3 cards I positioned, and you don't have to take my word for that. If you turn over the Joker just there and read it out, it says
you will end up on the 10 of hearts. You
will end up on the 10 of hearts, and that's exactly where we ended up on. So this one first, then this, then we ended up on the 10 of hearts. So so there you go. Also an interesting point is if we add up the values, we see we have 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 4 is 24, and I knew we'd have these 3 cards because I put them there specifically. And if you turn over the other Joker, you'll see that it says the total of all 3 cards will be 24, which it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see the point. I asked you about free will, and in actual fact, had you not stopped me on the 10, this wouldn't have worked because we would have had a different card here and a different card here. So you see, it all sort of rested on you know, your free will and whether it existed or not, or having me make you stop on this 10, which is exactly what I did. I made you stop on that 10.
Okay.
But you don't have to take my word for it. I know you don't believe me, but I really did, because you could have stopped me on any of these cards. You stopped me on the 10, and if you turn it over, actually, remember I said I changed one of the backs. If you turn it over, you'll see that it actually does say stop here, right on the 10, which is exactly what you did. So well done.
Wow.